Welcome into LAFC Black and Gold. I am Max Bretos, and I am joining you today from outside of the Fields LA, which is just a few steps from the entrance of Banc of California Stadium. This place is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 10 in the evening. And what's inside? Well, it's a celebration of the culinary diversity that we all celebrate here in Los Angeles. If there's something that Los Angelinos eat and like, you'll find it in there. And there is a bar if you want to wash down your lunch/dinner. Now, you don't have to look anywhere else. I'll be your Guy Fieri because in the 10 days that the Fields LA has been open, I have eaten here at least 4 times. I have not had a bad meal. It is tremendous there. But enough about food for now, because it's a big week here as LAFC gets ready to take on the LA Galaxy. In advance of that, I will have our chat weekly with Bob Bradley and talk about the game. We will step inside the Fields LA for an LAFC supporters rally ahead of the big game on Friday. It is LAFC night at Dodger Stadium. We'll look back at a special night for the guys that were in black and gold. And we will head across town for a Heineken Rivalry Week event. But we begin with the man of the hour who scored one of the best goals you will see for LAFC. I'm talking about Lee Nguyen. Meantime, I'm gonna go get a cookie. Here we are with Lee Nguyen. I believe you arrived at this club. We sat in these very chairs. You were coming off the New England winter. Now look at you, staple member of LAFC.
And I got a tan.
You got a tan. You've got an article in The Athletic. So how close are you to where Lee Nguyen wants to be at optimum?
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling good. Feeling fresh, fit. Obviously, there's still a lot of things I need to work on to get to where I feel like to be at my best in this system. And Bob's also said that there's still things that I need to work on to get where to my potential. And so, like I said, I'm excited when I came here for the challenge, and I was excited to work with these group of guys and this attacking core that we have. It's awesome.
Very cool. And you had, look, I've watched every LAFC goal this season, and you could say the one you scored against the Rapids right at the top of the list. Take us through that goal. How was it? How it fell for you, and it had everything, the spin and everything.
Yeah, no, I mean, when Beta had it out wide and decided to cross it in, it was one of those things where I saw this space in front, and I was like, took the gamble to that maybe the ball might bounce, in my area, and so was able to, beat my guy to the ball first, and then from there make a play inside the box to free myself up for that shot. And yeah, it was all crazy because it happened so fast.
Price gets it out. Lee Nguyen, full head of steam. Lee Nguyen! Nguyen, yes! Oh, from an impossible angle!
So the momentum from that, now we head into the Galaxy week. What can you take away from a good week with 2 wins?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it, before in the locker room and in the season. After we get a win, can we make it a back-to-back? And we did that. And not only that, but we had 2 shutouts back-to-back as well. So it's a lot of confidence, going into this game this weekend. And I feel like we feel confidence in this rivalry because, the twice we played them, I feel like we had the better part of the game for the most part. And it's just, can we close out the game now? And those are just those things right now in the final stretch of the game. Can we stay mentally in it and finish it out?
Okay, so this is not just another game, obviously. You guys are pretty giddy, I would imagine. We heard from Diego Rossi after the game, said this is a final. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be one of the biggest rivalry in the league for sure. And it's one of those things where the past 2 games, we felt we should have won and we didn't. And now, if the 3-game series, we got to get the win.
Get them 3 times?
They can't get us, So, no, it's definitely a big game for sure. Not only just for the rivalry, but also for position in the playoffs, and we want to kind of pull ourselves away from the pack, and this is going to be a huge game for that.
It's a good place to be. You were the man of the match against the Rapids, and as being the man of the match, you get to sing the sha-la-la-la-las.
Gotta bring that up, huh? Yeah.
Were you not familiar with the song, or is it?
You know, it's.
Or are you a little nervous?
I don't know about you, but you know, one of those songs where it's like you don't know it until it starts playing. But if like you had to sing it yourself with no music, you don't know the words, and so it was like one of those moments. And
I thought you were setting something. You're like, all right, hold on.
You know, like if someone started it, I was like, all right, I know it now, I got it. But you know, then you had me start it. I was nervous, not gonna lie. I told Christian, I was like, dude, what are the words, dude? Like, help me out. You know, I know you did it last week. And he literally told me half of it, forgot the other half, and he just let me walk out there and do that. And then looking back, everyone didn't want to help out, and so.
You know what I would say? Christian Ramirez just joined the club and he knew the words of the song.
I asked the wrong guy, I guess.
All right.
But.
Anyway, we expect to see another man of the match, and you're going to nail it the next time. All right?
Deal? Yeah, I remember it now. So.
All right. Lee Nguyen, every time in that lineup for LAFC. Big game coming up against the Galaxy. I'm not messing around here. I'm actually getting a cookie. Vincent, may I try this sesame cookie sandwich? Of course. Vincent, who works down here, doing a wonderful job. Look at that. Look at the volume on that thing. While I eat this, take a listen, because I caught up with Bob Bradley ahead of the big game and a big week. Okay, here with head coach, and Bob, nice week for you guys, a couple wins, a couple shutouts. Is it safe to say, though, we saw your reaction after the Lee win goal. Did you enjoy that one a little bit more than others?
That was a great goal. No, look, Lee's done some great things since he's arrived. I am so pleased with his overall contribution. But that was an important goal at a time where we had pushed hard to take the lead. And yeah, from his standpoint, great piece of skill.
Excellent. We certainly enjoyed calling it as well. So this moves ahead to a big week. We know it's big. We know the fans have locked in. We know the players are locked in. It's the only team you play 3 times in a season. So what can you take away from the first 2 meetings that you can use in this preparation?
Oh, 2 games. We started well and played some great football, but we couldn't find ways to finish the job. And we know that the Galaxy, throughout the season, has shown an ability to come from behind. They tend to be more direct in those moments, take some more risk between Kamara and Zlatan, their presence up front, and then the way, you know, whether it's Giovanni Dos Santos or Leggett move around underneath, they could get good flank play from either Cole, Alessandrini, Pontius. So in those moments, our ability to control things a little bit better, get the extra goal, and just understand whatever is happening in the game, how we can finish the job.
A lot certainly to prepare for on that front. And as we point out, this is obviously a game the players are really locked into and looking forward to. Emotions may be tested. To do you channel those the right way in your preparations?
Well, it's a derby, and so some part of that emotion and energy is just going to be there. But I think that when players have experience, they take that excitement and that energy and they channel it in a really strong, positive way. And we have enough guys that certainly understand what that's all about. You know, from our standpoint, we know how much it means to the fans. We understand some of the things that happened in the first 2 games. But we also try to put it in the context of the work that we've done all year. It's not like we're coming up with wildly different ideas for this game. We try to take football principles that have been there since early in preseason. We continue to try to work to improve in all those ways. And most of all, we try to take them on the field and make them count.
Excellent. We look forward to that Friday night. And Bob, I wanted to speak with you today here in front of this photo because it was the first win in Seattle. Very special. You had your first hat, and it went through the whole season. And at some point, we should put that in the LAFC, the LAFC Hall of Fame. But in the meantime, I wanted to, in case you need one, I wanted to get you a new hat.
Very good. Well, look,
we like the old one because it was worn and tested.
You know, my father doesn't throw away much. He's old school. My brothers and I learned from my dad how to do things the right way. And he's got a lot of old hats in his closet. And so every time I put my old one on, I thought about my dad. But on birthdays, and he celebrated his 86th birthday this week, we gave my dad also a hat just like this, okay? So I'm gonna wear this new hat and think also that my dad's gonna be wearing it at the same time, and maybe that's gonna bring us some luck.
I love it. And happy birthday to Dad.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm going to call my dad now because I appreciate that, Coach.
Good.
Best of luck this week.
Thank you.
Everything.
How great was that story about Bob's hat? Anyway, this is at LAFC HQ right now where you can buy any hat you want. Look at this great selection. This is right next to the stadium, right next to Fields LA, so grab a bite and come here and buy some stuff. What about this? You know, I think Bob would look nice in the gray. Flat brim, wearing it around practice. What do you think? If not, I might have to try that one out. All right, so Monday night was a big one for LAFC. LAFC night at Dodger Stadium, a clash of two big sports forces in the city. Let's take a look back.
What's up, man? Jordan.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Any baseball in the past?
Yeah, I played up until freshman year of high school. This is surreal. Getting the support from the Dodgers, such a storied franchise, and such an amazing team. And so just to be out here and kind of collaborating, getting this mixed baseball, soccer, it's something special.
You guys are packing it up out there.
Trying.
It's a great thing to have LAFC night out at Dodger Stadium, chance for us to meet some of their players, them to meet some of our guys, and obviously we're just loving getting to root on every other team that's based out of LA.
It's fun, you know. I want to be here. This is my first time here. Like, I just feel great.
You know what I love? I love that LAFC, we talk about being part of the community. You see that on a regular basis, and obviously to be here now in Dodger Stadium that is so iconic, that is part of the community, to be able to come together with two great teams now coming together and having a night like this is great.
I'm going to the mountain.
You know, for me, it's another example of, you know, what we're doing in the city. The Dodgers are kind of like our cousins.
Thanks for coming out, dude.
Of course, man, it was a blast.
With shared ownership. It's a great relationship we have, and certainly one that we benefit from greatly.
Great night at the Dodgers. Juan, you were there. What was, look, you have LAFC, you got the LA Dodgers. What stood out about those two teams coming together?
The main thing was just LA love all together. LAFC bringing that LA love to the Dodger game and us supporting it was just a magnificent experience altogether.
And the Dodger fans and the LAFC fans, you were telling me you were in good voice. You guys were singing, and soon enough, the LA Dodger fans were doing the same?
Yes, so there's this chant that says, Dale, 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 black and gold.
I love it.
And then we incorporated that chant into Dale, Dale, Dodger blue. So just incorporating the Dodger feeling. And then little by little, the people around us, they started kind of like feeling that vibe.
That's awesome.
Because that's what LAFC and stuff like that, LA brings that vibe to try to be together, you know, enjoy the sport.
All right, now here at the Fields, people are getting their food, they're getting their drink as well. Big game on Friday, so this is the part of the build-up. So what does Juan have planned for the rest of the week leading to the game?
Well, today I see it as kind of like that high school pep rally. We're getting all together, we're getting hyped up. And then tomorrow, maybe, you know, prep, you know, your regular, go look at your jersey, get ready.
Pacing.
Yeah, and then Friday, start the day off, and then go straight to that stadium and get that win.
All right, Juan, thanks a lot. Let's get a close look at what's going on here. You know what's great about being part of LAFC now? We're at the foundation. Imagine this, 10 years, 20 years, and we were all here from the beginning. Where you should all feel really special about that. That's great. Oh, wow. Hey, look, I think they're in good hands here. Lots of food, drink, lots of cheer. Everything's good here. We got to move on because it's rivalry week and there's a lot of places to go. We're going across town. Keep this party going. Hey, it's a tough job. Someone's got to do it. Let's go. All right, this day keeps getting better. That was tremendous at the Fields. We got to move on. There is an event across town we're going to check out with LAFC and LA Galaxy fans together. Before we do that, caught up with Tony Vigil, who works for the LAFC Academy. Big moment for them as they are champions of CONCACAF. More on that. Meantime, I'm going to get in my wheels and head on out.
Here I am with Tony Vigil, who is the manager of the LAFC Academies. And Tony, we're talking to you. We should talk to you all the time. But great moment down in Mexico, the 2018 CONCACAF Under-13 Championships by Scotiabank. And LAFC's Under-13s win it. So how do they do it?
How do they do it? It's been a long journey. I think it's been since day one. Some of those kids in the group that was at the CONCACAF have been here at LAFC since its inception in the academy. So to see some of those guys go from day one, when our own first team's field was our game field, and now winning an international title has been amazing. So they've been hard at work since mid-July. Enrique and Fabian and Todd have all done, and all of our staff have done an amazing job to prep them, and you saw it pay off.
That's incredible, and congratulations to all the guys out there. That's a huge achievement. What does this mean for the club to have such a prestigious trophy?
Oh, it's huge for us. It's such a young part of our existence, you know, and so to be on a stage in your region of CONCACAF and be able to showcase our club, the style of play, our amazing individual players that we have at such an early part of our existence is huge for us, and a great start and hopefully shows a lot of things for things to come.
It does, and you guys were watching it here on the couch here at the Performance Center, and it can only think about how many eyeballs are watching this from around the region and saying this is the LAFC Academy and doing so well. So what's next for you guys?
What's next? Geez, who knows?
Let's keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some amazing opportunities for all of our academies. So you take this stage, our first international competition, and we want our players to continue to test themselves against teams like this from around the region. Like for instance, our older groups coming this weekend are playing against MLS sides and Liga MX sides right here in LA. And we want to continue to give our players these opportunities to test themselves against the best of the best.
This is incredible. And this is worth mentioning, this is just the beginning. This is
Absolutely.
the tip, and this is going to get bigger and better. Tremendous performance from the under-13s. Go get them, guys. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
All right, there he goes. You want to do the handshake afterwards.
Wanted it.
That means it's official.
It's official now. It's official, but exciting stuff now. Very good.
Okay, we're on to the next place. Now, this is an MLS Heineken Rivalry Week event. So it's a little different from the last place we were, which is all LAFC. This is LAFC and Galaxy fans coming together. It's all going to be cool. You got more food. There's food trucks here. There's more drinks. I'll probably get a sparkling water. The one thing that's also a little different, there's secret walls, and they've got some really cool artwork going on in there, so we are going to check it out. Let us go. All right, that's enough festivities for one night. We still gotta get ready for the game on Friday night. You can see it at 7:30 local on ESPN. It's gonna be good. We'll find out. Let's see what this, who runs LA. We're gonna get a photo taken of me. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. LAFC Black and Gold.